All right, guys, this is the 3-2-1 drill by Tactical Hive. This is something that Miles helped develop for really helping process how fast your rate of fire should be appropriate to the size and distance of your target. So what we have is a series of 3-inch circles, 2-inch circles, and 1-inch circles. Really what this is going to help us to do is to be able to match our rate of fire with the size of our circle and check the accuracy to see if we've gauged that right. So what we have is set at 5 yards, and it's not a time drill. Really what we're trying to do is fire 3 rounds at the 3-inch circle, fire 2 rounds at 2-inch and 1 round at the 1-inch, progressively going up in scale, and see if our accuracy is matched to the size of the target, or if we need to reduce our rate of fire to be able to gauge our hits. All right. So let's go ahead and break this down. I'm at the 5-yard line. First thing I want to do is I want to check, do I have a good natural point of aim? So whenever I step in here and I have a good squared up stance, one way you can check is by pointing in where you think that it's going to be at, closing your eyes, and then pivoting back and forth. All right. Taking a big deep breath, relaxing, checking your sights. Now, my sights are not perfectly aligned with that target. So what I'm going to do is, instead of muscling over, I'm going to actually change my stance. Now I'm going to check it again. Close your eyes, go back and forth, take a deep breath, relax, see where you're pointed in at. All right. If you're not settled in and it's not perfect, then check one more time until it is. All right. So this is a great drill to just double check to see, are you at your natural point of aim? In other words, where your skeletal alignment is directly behind your gun, such that whenever you start firing, you're not trying to muscle it to keep it on target. Whenever you're naturally relaxed, that's when you're centered on that target. That's going to help you maintain your accuracy throughout. The other thing I want to check is make sure that my grip is all good. So before I start firing, I'm going to check the reference points, make sure I have a high tang grip and that I have covering all the surface area. So I'm working with friction, I'm working with good leverage. And then what I'll actually do is a page torn out of Jerry Miculek's shooting handbook is right here. I'll put my support side trigger finger in front of the trigger guard, and that increases the distance of the leverage that I'm able to keep on this gun. So I like to run my hand there, and then support side trigger fingers are going to work inside the web of your other shooting side hand. Everything's good. Thumbs are along the frame, not the slide. And then I'm up here, check, make sure I already have a good positive forward stance. And then I'm just going to take my time, make sure I got a good sight picture. Trigger is fully prepped. And try to stack rounds. All right, 3 rounds. 2 rounds in the 2-inch and 1 round in the 1-inch. Bang and holster. I'll show you guys the target real quick. So 5 yards, working on 3 rounds in the 3-inch, 2 rounds in the 2-inch, 1 round in the 1-inch. And then you can progressively work along here, and I'm going to increase my speed and see what happens with my group size. All right. Set that up again, right here. All right, so let's show you guys again. What I have here is keeping a good rate of fire on the 3-inch. 2-inch, I got 1 flyer, 2 rounds, 2 rounds, and then got my hit up here and missed these guys. So I didn't slow down that rate of fire enough to make sure that my trigger is fully prepped and get that hit on the one round. So that's my current failure point. I need to tone this down just a little bit, slow down hot shot, make sure that the sights are in line, trigger fully prepped, and then I can get that same amount of accuracy that I'm seeing on the 1 inch. It's just mind over matter, really focusing on the right thing. So conscious mind should be on flat, straight to the rear trigger press. All right, guys, this is the 3-2-1 made by Miles at Tactical Hive. You can actually get these targets from them and then print it out. And that's what I did. So I recommend that you either print it out from them, or you can create them your own and use this as kind of your own drill to be able to dial it in. How much speed can you add with acceptable amount of accuracy? And this is usually set at the 5 yards. All right, that's a 3-2-1 drill. You guys, let me know what variations you might add. What other drills in the same genre are helpful for you to establish good fundamental repetitions at the range, increase the actual value of your range time, and just anything else you guys got within that same venue and same topic. Guys, we're doing the 3-2-1 drill at the range. Stand ready and be prepared.